American countryside, beautiful rolling hill country near the town of Lebanon, Kentucky. But as late as 1947, this region shared some serious problems with other rural sections of the nation. For Lebanon was what can only be described as a poor town. There wasn't much reason for the youngsters to stay on in homes like these, and few of them did. With virtually no job prospects other than sharecropping, most young men headed for the big cities. Then something happened to Lebanon. A factory was built there by Handmacher Vogel Incorporated, one of the nation's leaders in the manufacture of women's suits and coats. Well, first it was chiefly the women of Lebanon who went to work at the plant. The older women already were familiar with one or two phases of dressmaking, but generally speaking, it was necessary to train the workers from the ground up in the art of making smart, well-tailored women's clothes. On the town was immediate and dramatic. In place of the miserable shacks began to appear. And schools, grade schools and high schools, public and parochial. And for the children who formerly would have played in muddy, junk-littered empty lots, there were new parks, playgrounds, and other recreation facilities. The company participates in all community projects, especially for the children. And at school, these youngsters receive instruction that will help them obtain jobs at the plant when they reach the age that once would have been sent them off to the cities in search of work. Because of the convenient location of the plant, most of the employees have been able to combine their work with the normal duties of rural housekeeping and simple farming. The more than 500 persons who work here now have the pleasant diversion while they work of discussing ways to fill their leisure hours, a problem they didn't face when they were digging a meager living out of the land. But one of the most remarkable transformations that has resulted from the Handmacher Vogel operation is the change that's come over the town's business life. With incomes boosted from a few hundred to $4,000 or $5,000 a year, Lebanon citizens are very much in the market for articles that once were nothing more than pretty pictures in the magazine ads. Tradesmen, professional people, and those who provide the other services of a thriving community have all benefited from Lebanon's new lease on life. The men of Lebanon are not at all unhappy about the change in the appearance of their womenfolk, for among the ladies there's a new clothes and cosmetics consciousness that could not exist when there wasn't enough money even for the necessities, much less for the things that just make life more pleasant. But it's the assurance of people like Mr. and Mrs. Al Biliak that their family stands an excellent chance of remaining together always that means most to the people of Lebanon. A warm story of industry and people together, giving new meaning and a better way of life to a community.